New move. I apologize. I was driving and I guess I lost track of the screen and it went off. So the recording went off. So guess what? Part dose to this long rant or whatever you want to call it, opinion piece of a video. I checked out the last part before I got cut off and I was talking about my clan. So I'm a casual. I classify myself as a casual player, yet serious. I do want to take my attacks seriously, but not serious to a point where I'm going to be counting up squares or I'm going to be like, in voice chat planning for hours on a hit and stuff like that. Like, I just eagle eye the base. I think about it in my head, and boom, I'm good to go. Like, I could plan a hit within, say, 10 to 20 minutes, I could plan a hit. And generally speaking, I do pretty all right. In the casual scene, I mean, I do all right. I think I'm a pretty solid player. I could hold my own. And one of the reasons why I feel confident in saying this is because I copy CWL or league type bases, but I don't watch how they get hit. I just simply copy the bases and, to be honest with you, I don't even know if they get threed or not. But I just test them out and see how well I do. And that's how I give myself, a accurate assessment of my skill level. Because I really don't know too many, like, quote unquote pro or elite level type of players. I know some. And also, plus, I'm not really the type to, like, bother anybody or DM people. Actually, I'm pretty averse to the DM game. I'm lazy. I really don't like because of my life, and I understand like how crazy real life can get, and I understand like how busy one person could get. I try not to bother another person in a private message. Like if they want to talk or if they can talk, guess what? They're gonna be talking in a chat room, and that's how I usually communicate in a public chat room. I got nothing to hide. It's not like I have secrets to tell, unless the messages are really should be private. Then I'll send. I guess I'll send or reciprocate private messages, but 98% of the times, all my talk goes in public chat rooms. Because, like I said, I try to keep it real all the time. Ask anybody who knows me if I DM, and they'll all tell you the same thing. No, Kimchi does not DM. So, anyways, how did I even get into this? Oh, yeah. So this is how I give myself a accurate assessment of my skill level. I just test myself on league basis. Oh man, I need some music actually. Hold up. I guess I should edit, huh? But I'm too lazy for that, so forget that. All right, there we go. So even though I deem myself a casual player, I try to play to the best of my ability. But I'm also aware that I'm in a casual clan. And a lot of the people in my clan, even though they want to play seriously, they can't because of real life. I have old people understand that, but they still want to do well, when they do play. And that's something I also understand because I remember when I first started the game and I was playing horribly, it made me lose interest in the game. But then when I started really like understanding the game and learning how to be successful within the game mechanics, I found myself really enjoying the game. Never in my life have I played a game this long. I mean, Clash, I've been clashing for 6 years. You know what I mean? That's a long time. I don't know about you guys, but 6 years to play a video game is a very long time. I can't even name a game that's even close where I played it this often. The closest game would probably be Madden or NBA Live. Those would probably be the closest games. But I play that off and on. Like, I couldn't play that daily. But Clash, I pretty much play daily, or as much as I can if I could, which was a lot because, like I said, I work a lot. Or I used to work a lot. Now I'm trying to like decrease my work schedule for a number of reasons. Anyways, so yeah, even though, which leads me to this, like when I hear kids or, you know, game nerd adults like laughing at spammers or casual play styles, to me, that's a joke. Like, these nerds really need to check themselves and really need to evaluate like how they judge themselves. Because in the grand scheme of things, it really doesn't matter, does it? Like, being good at a game or bad at a game is not going to affect your real life unless, you know, you're on the upper echelon, like a Galadon or a Chief Pat or a Itsu, you're people like that. But out of all the millions and millions of people who play, you could count on your hands like how many are very well-known, not only well-known people, but people who can actually like support themselves and support themselves lovely. You know, have a very comfortable income level. I mean, that's very rare. I mean, in most cases, in 99.7% of the population of gamers, guess what? You don't got it like that. So please check yourselves. You know what I mean? Before you make fun of casuals and spammers. And me, I could care less. Like, if someone calls me a casual spammer and things like that, you think that affects me? If someone calls me a noob, you think I care if I get called a noob? It's a video game. Like, imagine saying something like that in real life. Imagine going outside and calling somebody a noob. You get punched in the face real quick. Get a nice little throw punch. Like, people be looking at you cross-eyed like, what'd you just say? Like, is that supposed to be demeaning? Noob. I guarantee you, most people don't even know what that word means. So, like, why people take it so offensively, I don't understand. Like, who cares if you're good or bad at the game? And I see this a lot, especially in the game world. And which leads me to this topic. Scarface. Like I said, please don't think I'm trying to hate. I do find him entertaining. I do enjoy his streams. I still watch his streams. But man, his community, like the people he surrounds himself with, I'm not saying everybody. Some of the people in this community are cool. They chill. But man, like I said, if you think I'm just hating or if I'm just being jealous, check it out for yourself. And then give a true evaluation of what you see. Tell me some of his community are not just like annoying, bratty, toxic kids. And what I don't respect about Scarface is the fact that he supports these kids. Even though he knows they're toxic, they're bratty, and they're annoying. He only supports them because they're sub to him. And they're sub to him for a long time. So in that sense, even though overall I think he's a real dude, in that sense, I think he's fake. You know, he's kissing up or he's obliging and being accepting of kids who are just annoying. Or maybe they're not kids. Maybe they're young adults. Even more sad if they're grown adults acting that way. And like I said, if you think I'm just hating and just being jealous, check it out for yourself. And you tell me if I'm, you know, being jealous or if I'm just being spiteful and hateful. If I am, okay, cool. That's your opinion. I'm just trying to, you know, keep it real and speak what I'm observing over here. And what I see is it's just ridiculous kids, just toxic kids, just saying ridiculous stuff, like trying to be tough guys or quote unquote cool. Oh yeah, I'm a badass. Let me be toxic because I'm such a badass. In reality, I guarantee you that these kids, or may God help them, if they're adults, please, may God help them. I guarantee you, none of them have balls. None of them have a sack. Because I guarantee a lot of the things that they say behind the screen, they would not have the nutsack to say to someone's face in real life. That, I guarantee it. I'm not saying that there aren't people like that. I'm sure there are people, who speak their minds and they can actually back it up. But that's few and that's gotta be very, very minute. A very, very small number. Like most of the people that I notice, not only in the net world, but in real life, it's the talkers who don't have no balls. That's one thing I picked up on. Even in real life, like it's the people who puff out their chest or who say this and that or who are arrogant, who tend to have low self-esteem. Like people who say, oh, I'm this and I'm that person. In actuality, in reality, they're quite the opposite. At least that's what I picked up on in my life, just growing up and experiencing many different types of people. It's the talkers who are the complete opposite. Like people who say this and that. Although, granted, there are exceptions to the rule. Yes, I do realize that. There are some people out there who could talk the talk and walk the walk. Like they could back up their talk, and I've seen it. And like some of these people, like I understand like why they do the talking. Like I guess you could say it's a warning. Like you better be careful. You're about to step into a world of shit if you don't back off. Some could actually like back it up, but in most cases in the net world, nah. And even in real life, same thing, nah. Like I said, I had a lot of confrontations. And please don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to sound like a tough guy or anything. That's not what I'm trying to get at. I just got into a lot of confrontations because of, my life. And plus, I'm a, business owner. I'm a retail owner. And dealing with the public, you're going to get into some spats. There's no way to avoid it. It's going to happen. And I met all different types of people, from all walks of life. And a lot of them are cowards. Like a lot of them who could puff their chest out and who act big, they're really pussies. They're straight up like just pussies. Like they can't back up anything. They just try to talk tough and try to intimidate. But they ain't intimidating anybody. And that's what I see in the net world. And that's what I see in Scarface community. And yet he sits there, saying he likes these kids or he loves these kids and he finds them funny. Now, if you're a grown, mature adult and you find people like that funny or you like them, it's got to make me question about your character. Like, overall, it seems like Scarface is a pretty chill guy. Like, he's a pretty funny guy. He doesn't take a lot of things seriously. He has a good sense of humor. And in most cases, he keeps it real. But in that sense, I kind of find it hard to believe that he's keeping it real in terms of liking these toxic, annoying, bratty kids. And like I said, if you think I'm just hating by calling them toxic, bratty, annoying kids, check it out for yourself and you tell me. And if you come to the conclusion that I'm just being toxic too, and I'm being hateful and jealous and I'm doing the same things, okay, cool. To each his own. If that's your opinion, so be it. You're entitled to it. I'm just simply telling you my observation. But people who tend to like, you heard of the saying, birds of the same feathers flock together. So if you tend to like poisonous types of characters, chances are you're the poisonous type too. And if you don't want to admit to that fact, I don't know what to tell you. At least in my opinion, I think I surround myself with pretty level-headed, grounded people. Like my clan, although we're not quote-unquote like pro players or league players or things like that, but we're not elite gamers, there's nobody else in the clashing world that I would rather clash with than my core. Like, I love my core. Like, these guys and ladies are stand-up people. Whether they're good or not, it's insignificant to me. I could care less if they're good at the game or bad at the game. The only thing I do care about is them actually trying to the best of their ability, to the best of their situation. Sometimes their situation dictates the fact that they don't have the time and they can't put in the same type of effort other people can put in to be really good at the game. But when they do play, they do try their best. And knowing that is good enough for me. That's all I want. And like I said, I'll ride and die with my crew. Like, I love my crew. Like, I know we have some weak players in my crew, but you can't say they're weak in terms of their character. In terms of character, they're elite as hell. They're elite people. Very good-hearted, very good people. And that's something that I saw in Susie, I apologize. In Susie and in Nick. Like, I could tell, even though I don't know them at all, just their energy, how they carry themselves, I could tell that they're very good-spirited, good-natured people. And the people that they surround themselves with, like, it's obvious that they're also good people, good-spirited people, which tells me a lot about them, you know? Like I said, birds of the same feather flock together. And even though I don't know Nick or Susie well, or even a little bit, I don't know them well at all, you know? Maybe just a small scratch of their outline. That's pretty much it. But it's so obvious to me. Like, one talent that I do feel I have, which isn't many, but the one talent I do have is evaluation. I feel I'm a pretty good self-evaluator. No, not self-evaluator. I have a pretty good sense of evaluation of people. Like, by talking to them and checking out their style and how they carry themselves, I could pretty much tell you their basic outline. And like I said, I picked up like good vibes, like good energy from Nick and from Susie and from the people that they surround themselves with, which tells me a lot about them too. So anyways, I think I blabbered long enough. My bad. I'm sure a lot of people are not going to even check this out or get bored. I just needed to get this off my chest. Anybody who knows me knows that I blabber a lot, but I need to speak my mind, and I just wanted to say my piece. All right, you two, peace.